These are terrible times for all former workers who lost their jobs to the collapse of fund management firms. They say that they still have not been paid their severance packages. Now, these workers, numbering over 200, wants the government to address their call immediately. In a press release, the desperate ex-staff have threatened to picket at the Ministry of Finance on Wednesday, December 2, if payment is not made. In September, except of the statement read as we shall be pulling up on your screen, we appealed to the government and later engaged the relevant stakeholders regarding the payment of our severance packages. But sadly, the conversation continues. Our severance package has not been paid. Of course, our colleagues who were with the savings and loans companies have received their severance packages from government, but the same government has refused to pay our severance packages. Now, the government knows the several suffering of Ghanaians amid COVID-19, but has failed to offer relief towards the ex-staff. This is excerpt of the statement that they released. Here is a report.
A statement from the Commission indicated an authorized partial bailout of 50,000 cedis to all customers pending the outcome of a court action. But the coalition of aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management has concerns. The group says an online process for payment of funds compelled depositors to sign a share subscription and assignment agreement with the Amalgamated Mutual Fund PLC. Leader of the group, Charles Nyame, explains the terms and conditions to the agreement.
In effect, the SEC is seeking to convert our cash claim into shares in Amalgamated Mutual Fund. Yet, the SEC has been entirely silent on these requirements of the processes and have failed to educate affected customers of the meaning and implications of this agreement with the Amalgamated Mutual Fund. Unfortunately, the SEC have failed to respond to all attempts by the leadership of this coalition to engage them on this and other equally important matters relating to the announced government bailout program.
The customers are demanding the government adopt the same method used in payment of affected customers in the banking and savings and loans sectors.
We wish to urge government and the SEC to expedite work on the payment process to ensure that customers are paid by December 3rd, 2020. It is also worrying to note that as at the time of issuing this press release, over 50% of customers are yet to receive the initial text message to allow them commence the payment process. Operation 1 is to Operation 1 is to
The mantra here is 1:5, meaning each of the affected customers and their family members, at least 4 other family members, will vote against the president if he should refuse to pay them before the 7th of December. From Kumasi for JoyNews, Nana Ojima reporting.
That was a report there, aggrieved customers of ex-staff of, these finance, companies, aggrieved customers in that way. But for us to understand the scope of their issues and the challenges they face with, we're joined via Zoom by the spokesperson, Joy Degbajo. We're grateful that you joined us. So first of all, one could sense desperation and frustration in this press release that you issued. How bad is your situation?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Okay, so our situation is very, very, very serious. It's very serious. So with the ex-staff of the coalition of ex-staff of the different fund management companies, we are really suffering. You may recall that in November 2019, Securities and Exchange Commission revoked the licenses of about 53 fund management companies. We, the staff, through this process, lost our job. So it's been since 1 year we have been at home not working. We are in a very, very, very serious problem. So that's why we are calling on the government to make funds available to pay us immediately.
You stated that you're going to be picketing at You said that you're going to picket at the Finance Ministry on Wednesday. How has arrangements been so far regarding that initiative that you've taken?
Yes, so the staff have wives, we have husbands, we have children, we have our mothers, our moms, and our family members who depend on us. And all these people, all our family members of the field staffs, all our staff's families and the wives and the children, we are on standby. That if you don't get our money, then we'll go ahead and pick it at the finance ministry to press home our demand for them to release money to pay us immediately, because we are suffering. The staff are suffering, and the family and the dependents are all suffering.
So how has arrangement regarding that, and what has been the response of SEC shortly? What has SEC been telling you regarding your payments in the near future?
So nothing has been said. You recall that when we did the initial press statement somewhere in September, following that there was a meeting with SEC, what we know is that all the work relating to these payments has been done. What is left now is for the government to release funds to pay us. It's as simple as that. So that's why we are calling on the paying authority, the Ministry of Finance and the government, to make funds available to pay us our severance package to alleviate our long suffering.
Joy, we're so grateful. Unfortunately, the phone line, the connection has been very jerky. But of course, we get your point. You want government to repay you, to pay the severance packages. If not, you're going to be picketing on Wednesday. We shall keep a close attention on this to give our viewers the updates as and when we do have them.